Thank you for watching the Quellz SedItBest show. I'm Quellz.
I'm Sed.
And we said it best.
Thank y'all for watching and listening today. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Quellz SedItBest.
Straight like that.
Make sure you watch every day, every second, every moment of your life. We're going to get into this conversation today.
So, normally, we just get straight into conversation without introducing my man King Savage over there. So, today we're going to get into introducing my mans instead of just having him out here just talking and shit.
Thank you.
That's a shame. We really haven't, introduced him properly. We sorry. King Savage. Any underscores in that?
No, King Savage 0218 on Instagram.
Straight like that. And so today we getting into the communication topic. How do you communicate with? Do you think communication is key in a relationship?
That's the only thing that can. That's the only thing that can exist in a relationship.
Well, can you have a relationship with no communication?
Fuck no. How can you? Because you got two people coming together and both y'all don't know each other. So you have to get to know somebody. You have to communicate what you like, what you don't like, what you see in your future, what you don't see.
Nowadays, motherfuckers just like a picture on Instagram and that's communication to them. So a lot of times you don't get to know a person like you saying. So we might have grew up like that, but some motherfuckers don't.
To actually be with them.
What you mean? Oh, you talking about just the fuck? That makes sense.
Nah. As a relationship, to actually be with somebody, you have to communicate everything. If I don't like peanut butter on my waffles, then I have to express that. I have to tell her that. She might have grew up with peanut butter on her waffles.
That's a horrible analogy, but I'll accept it.
Look, I don't know nobody that like peanut butter on their waffles. Somebody might.
But no, so what? Weed kicking my ass, my fault. What you and your girl talk about?
On a day-to-day basis? Sometimes it might be a random question. Sometimes it might be nothing, Because sometimes, men like silence. I feel like. I like silence.
I do too.
I like my girl to say nothing sometimes. Just be there. You don't have to be talking. And that's where communication gets lost.
So have you never communicated that to her?
I have.
But what's the problem? How do you feel like the communication is lost there? Because you just don't be feeling like it sometimes, and she still do?
Sometimes they just, get into their shit where they just want to talk about shit that I can't respond to or there's no response to. Like, if you tell me...
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but me and my girl had this conversation. I explained it to her, like, I don't like chatting. I like talking. I like having something to talk about. I like having a subject matter to talk about, not just fucking talking about how great this carpet is or something. Like, that's not like, one day we was driving down the street. My girl seen a pile of leaves, right? A pile of leaves. And she really gave me a whole story about the leaves. It was something about her childhood which she cherished. Mm-hmm. But it was like I didn't have no response to that because it was just about leaves, and I had to break that down to her. Like, it's a difference between talking and chatting, and I feel like a lot of women don't understand that.
What's the difference?
The difference is like subject matter. Like, why are you making that face? You don't get what I'm saying?
What's the difference?
The difference is like talking is the subject matter, bro. If you talking about something, like, we talk about shit, we don't chat about shit. We talking about shit that people don't talk about. That's what I'm saying. People just chat about shit. Like,
what's an example of that?
Of chatting?
Yeah,
the autumn leaf story I was telling you about. She was telling.
And what's an example of talking?
Talking is a conversation about politics, about your morals.
Something that actually matters.
Something that actually matters. That's what I'm saying. Something that actually matters. Something that you could get a different perspective on, a different outlook on. Something you can learn from.
Something I can respond to, right?
Exactly. And chatting is just like, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't learn from that leave story. I couldn't, and she might get upset about it, but I had to break it down to her. It's like that I just can't respond sometimes, and it don't make sense to me.
So you basically saying if somebody talk to you and say something to you that you can't relate to, y'all just chat on it.
No, it's not about relation. It's about, like I said, it's about learning. It's about a perspective. It's about it's about an opinion. So if you telling me a story about a fucking, like I said, a gray carpet, bro, what can I do about that gray carpet that you seen 6 years ago? That story don't matter to me, bro. I don't really care about it. So it's like, you want me to respond in a certain way. I can't respond certain times because I genuinely don't care. And I had to break that down to her. So like I would, like you hit people with the okay. Yeah, I get it. And you just keep going like with the conversation instead of actually listening to them.
Yeah. I
don't fake it. I can't fake it. And I express that to her. I do that with people. Like I'll do that with motherfucking every day. But with her, I had to be real with her. I had to communicate that to her. Like I don't feel like doing that with you all the time. And I'll participate in it when I actually feel like it, and I don't want to hurt your feelings not doing it, but
so how do you actually go about? Because I feel like that what she brung up, maybe she was saying something that connected to her and that she feels today. How can you take that story and actually bring it to life? Because if you just cut her off and be like, babe, I don't want to hear that, now there's a problem in the relationship. You never want to hear me talk.
But that's what I'm saying. I had to communicate it to her. I love talking. Like with me and her, we have conversations about shit now. I told her I love talking to her. I don't like chatting with her. Like your girls like chatting. Y'all like talking about the latest shoes that just came out. Not even like I'll chat with my niggas. We chat about we chat about different shit. We'll chat about basketball, about music and shit like that. With your niggas, you chat, but with them, it's like they chat about different shit. So it's like we don't want to talk about the shit that they want to talk about.
I get it.
I just feel like you saying basically, if you can't learn from that story, then we chat.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Or if I can't gain the perspective from it, like if you're not telling me your perspective.
My thing though. The story with the leaves. You said it was from my childhood.
Mm-hmm. That's what she broke down to me.
Right, but
maybe that was
she learned something from the topic. From that situation, she learned something. So maybe about her talking to you about that, she wanted you to learn something from it.
So listen, I asked her all that. She didn't have no
it was no explanation.
It was no real explanation behind it. She just wanted to talk about it.
Maybe it was a feeling that it gave him.
So because you didn't learn from nothing from it, y'all was chatting.
Kinda.
So you was chatting, but she was talking basically.
Do you feel like you chat sometimes?
No, and she understood it.
No,
like
no.
when you understood when I expressed it to you, right?
No, I get, no, listen to me. I get that. All I'm saying is, in your head, it was chatter.
Mm-hmm.
In her head, she was talking to her man.
Were you talking or were you chatting? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. My fault.
But in that moment, I really wanted to express something about leaves. So in my head, it was talking, but I do understand what you were saying about chatting. Because it might not have been something in that moment that you really cared about. And I get that. It's just...
So maybe that's her feeling about leaves. Like, the color blue has a meaning to it. Maybe the color green or leaves, not the color leaves, but leaves has a meaning to her. And she expressed that story to you.
This nigga Chad.
She expressed that story to you to tell her how the leaves made her feel, and driving by the leaves, it was a reminiscent experience or something. I don't know.
Like the way you just ended that was something showed you with just chat because you don't even understand. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's a special connection with leaves she got.
And I asked her all these questions because I didn't want to I don't want to be disrespectful, and that's what I'm saying. You communicate our communication is top level, I would believe, because we really talk about everything. That was our next topic. What do you and your partner talk about? We talk about everything. So we'll talk about like how we'll feel about
everything except leaves.
Pretty much.
And what if
anything except leaves? Like, what'd you say?
What if that's important to somebody?
I asked her, was it? If it's something important to you, I'll like make that clear, make that known. And I asked her to make that known. If it's something important to you, I'll listen with full ears, full mind in it. But if it's something that,
what kind of stuff do y'all talk about now on a day-to-day basis?
Honestly,
where it's talking though, not just
we talk about the shit that we talk about on here, like how we feel about shit. Like we just had a full blown discussion about the homosexual shit. Like we had full blown discussions about the cheating shit, all that shit, and just our perspective on it, our past relationships.
I think what you're trying to say is we have more conversations about life rather than conversations about the day to day. We have conversations about perspectives on life, and I think it varies from person to person. Not everybody wants to have a conversation about the deeper meanings of life and the different perspectives of others, and I feel like we
all
talk
the time,
about that.
yeah.
Right. We talk about that, so I think that's what you consider talking, but I think everybody else in the world, consider anything talking. It depends on whatever it is, whatever they're interested in. So say I'm talking about photography one day, and I'm talking to you about it. You would consider that chatting, whether if I'm talking to a photographer, they would consider
I wouldn't consider that chatting because you're giving me a perspective on something. You're giving me a perspective on something that we could do. That you're giving me
what I mean on photography. What I'm saying though, like my conversation.
Give me an example
about. All right, say I wanted to talk to you about interior design.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care one thing about interior design. But if I was to talk to an interior designer, they're not looking at it as chatting. They're looking at that as talking. See what I'm saying?
That's a good joke. That makes
sense.
So
I feel like but the difference between chatting and talking in a relationship is depending on what you and that person are more comfortable with, what y'all both are interested in.
Or not even what the person who is accepting the conversation
is interested.
The receiver.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. It has to be a mutual conversation if you want to consider
to you.
Yeah,
that's unfair though.
It kind of is.
But that's exactly what I just said. Like when she was talking about the leaves, she was talking, but because it didn't interest you, it was chatting on your end.
That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. But I'm just saying we communicated enough to where as though we know now. To where as though I don't have that problem. To where as though like she.
Is that fair for her though?
Is it fair for us?
I was getting at.
You saying is it fair? Okay, so you're saying is it fair for her? Is it fair for me to fake communicate with you, to talk about something I don't care about? Is that's what I'm saying. With her, I want to be the realest possible. I'm not going to be.
You do the same thing though?
What you mean? That's what I'm saying. I choose not to I play 2K. I'm not about to sit there and fully invest her in a conversation about 2K because I know she don't give two shits about it. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I do just to try. And if she don't, I can't be mad at her because you don't want to talk about that. But that's what I'm saying. Women get mad about it. That's what you were saying from jump, and that's what I was defending that with. Like you have to communicate that aspect of it. You have to communicate what you want to hear in your relationship, rather than just sitting there in a weird situation where you just like, okay.
No, I get what you're saying. I just feel like in relationships, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice a little shit. Like
I agree. I completely agree.
Bro, just listen. Like
because
it don't cost to listen.
It feels like that to me. Feels like now she's oppressed to talk about her day-to-day life.
No, and that's the thing. I ask her about her day-to-day life. I ask her how her day was. So I care about shit like that. Shit. I care about shit she cares about, but genuinely, she don't care about leaves. And I'll ask her, like, all right, so say she'll start a conversation, she'll be like, all right, I seen these fucking, these carpets, blah, blah, blah. You gotta look at this carpet. And I'm like, babe, do you really care about this carpet? Like, if you really care about it, then we can have a conversation about it. Because then that'll make me care. But if
I think you just don't like talking. As a discussion.
That might be it. That may be true.
It sounds real misogynist to me.
It's not. It's not.
Very controlling, and you abuse her. It sounds like it sounds crazy to me.
No, listen, because I told you, because I expect the same realness from her. Because if I'm saying, like, if I'm having a conversation about something that she don't give a fuck, tell me. Because I'd rather do that than me sitting here talking to a brick wall. Like, you feel me? Because I could tell when the motherfucker just okaying me, and that shit pissed me off. So I'd rather you tell me you don't care.
Patronizing.
What?
Sometimes you just gotta get that shit out.
What you mean by that? Like,
by patronizing?
Yeah, I know what it means, but I don't know the actual definition.
You're just saying okay to shut that person up or okay to that person.
And I'd rather not do that.
People being patronizing. You like being engaged in conversations.
Exactly.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Like if I'm invested in the conversation and I see somebody's not listening, I'll just give up because I'd rather not put that stress on you. So with all that being said, right, that's where I was kind of getting at with that whole conversation before. But with all that being said, is it better to be upfront with women?
They say they like it.
That's what I feel too.
They say they like when a man is upfront and telling the truth, but they honestly don't like it.
I do. I'm just gonna be honest. I know not all women they might say they like it, but from the beginning of the conversation, when y'all were talking about the chatting versus talking, I feel like not a lot of women will be receptive to that. Like that won't be okay for a lot of women. And I get that. I see how it could come off misogynistic because he's a man, blah, 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 whatever. I get that. But for me, I completely understand that up front. I want all of that upfront conversations because I don't like the fakeness. To be honest, if you're not interested in what I'm talking about, I mean, shit, I don't care. I don't really expect you to listen all the time. And if you want to listen all the time, I think, honestly, for me, that's fake to me. And so, I think relationships won't work out with fakeness. But
so if a guy walks
up... Let her rock. She talk.
If a guy...
But that's just me. I know not all women feel that way. A lot of women feel as though they want their man to be completely invested and interested in just them. And I get that. But I'm a realist at the end of the day. If you're not interested in shit, I'm not interested in his shit. 2K is not interesting to me. I'm not interested in basketball. Some people might be interested in that, but I'm not. And it's okay. It's life. We're still good.
So what was your whole perspective on the upfront thing? I had to let her get her shit off. She
threw me off a little bit.
That's why I got you back on base.
But nah, you made me lose my train of thought.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was a good point.
That's just how I feel.
That's a great point.
Fucked his whole shit up. But I feel like a lot of them, like kind of like she said, a lot of them want it up, like kind of like you said. I mean, a lot of them say they want it up front, but they don't want it up front. Like again, we had those conversations about everything. She know pretty much everybody that I had sex with, like all that. Like so, for a lot of people, they don't want it that pause, but that raw. They don't want it that way.
So what I'm saying is, imagine if you walk up to a girl in the club. You be like, y'all want to fuck.
Exactly. You might get this.
And even if the girl want to fuck you, you can't come on to her like that.
It's 19 different reactions out of that. One of them is actually you getting some pussy. The other 18 is all violence, bro. Like that's never gonna work. It's like
I respect the being up front, like, but to a certain degree.
Exactly.
You can't, like I said, you can't walk up to a girl in the club. I don't know what they want you to say to them if they want to fuck you. But if you want to take them home, what's the correct way of saying, suck my dick?
Exactly.
What's the correct way of saying that?
Yeah, exactly. Without saying suck my dick.
Without being disrespectful.
It depends on the girl. Because there are plenty of women out here.
Suck this
I'm not going to say a lot of them. But there are plenty of women out here. I mean, it depends on how you say it.
Pleasure this penis.
That's what I want. Come suck my dick. That's what I want. What I want is my dick sucked right now. So how can I say that?
That's up front.
In a nice...
That's what I'm saying. You want it. That's what we saying.
Girl, I'm telling you.
Most girls want it filtered. But like I said, that 1 out of fucking a million times that is all violence.
And I understand that completely. I completely understand that. It might be violence completely. It might be you talk to the wrong one. I get that. I completely get that.
So it's like I would like again. So a lot of motherfuckers they say they want it up front, but they don't want it up front.
So is it? The question was, is it better to be upfront?
I feel like it's better to be upfront to a certain aspect. I feel like you got to put some type of filter on it. Like, you don't put no pictures on the gram raw like that. You gonna put some type of filter on it. So it's the same way with women. That's the way they like it.
I ain't get that reference.
You ain't get that reference. Most motherfuckers don't put no filter pictures up because they want some type of add on. They want some type of difference to the picture. No, they don't want it that way. They don't want it the real way it looks.
Some light somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they want you to finesse the way around that. Go ahead. What you about to say, bro? I ain't want to cut you off.
I don't agree. Since I've been in college, well, I'm out of college now, but when I was in college, I gave them the raw, straight truth on what it was going to be. You're not going to get no relationship out of me.
But no.
No, hold on. We could fuck, but you're not going to get no relationship out of me. That was me telling them the raw truth. I didn't put no filter on it like you just said. What about pictures? I'm not putting no filter on it or none of that.
And women appreciated it.
And honest to God, bro.
Oh shit.
So many women appreciated that. Think about college when they found out you was from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Philly get respect anywhere we go. But why do we get the respect? Because they say that Philly niggas just straight honest and y'all just raw with what y'all want to do.
Exactly.
The women accept that.
But to a certain extent, like again, bro, you're not just
we're not in college no more.
So, and still, even to that, you're not just walking up on bitches saying, yo, I'm trying to fuck. You still got to play it away. You still got to finesse it some way.
Depends. I'm so sorry. I'm saying it again.
You still got to play the game, bro.
Listen to me. Like D said, it depends on the female, bro. I promise you it do, bro. Especially today, bro. I promise you.
I completely agree with that, but you still have to put some. You may not be putting the hardest filter on that motherfucker, but you putting some type of filter on it.
Contradicting yourself.
I'm not.
Can't tell me that you agree to that and then go back and say that you got to still play the game.
No, I agree to what you're saying. That some girls is just right there, straightforward with it. Completely honest. I get that. Some girls are not, and majority of them are not. And that majority, you have to put some filter on, bro. It's no, and even the most that you're talking about, you're not just walking up to them saying, "Yo, I'm trying to fuck tonight. I don't feel like talking to you. I don't feel like communicating on that shit. I don't want to."
You need to go for another girl because at the end of the day, wouldn't you want somebody to match your energy? So my thing is, if that girl's not matching your energy, that's not the one for you. That's not the one you're gonna fuck tonight. Even though you want to, you can't.
That's not true. That's not true. That's what I'm. But bro, how many times have you felt that exact way that I just said? None.
Because I want to say what it is,
bro.
And if you get rejected, you move on.
Like, you ain't just answer what I said. I said, how many times have you felt that way that you just trying to fuck, that you don't want to talk to him, that you don't feel like
multiple,
that you don't feel like texting, that you don't feel like you just trying to go over to their crib and just fuck, right? Multiple times, right? How many times have you said that and that just worked? And you said, yo, I'm not trying to talk to you. I don't feel like texting you. I'm just trying to come over to your crib and fuck.
I never said it that way, so I can't really answer that.
So that's what I'm saying. You're not being straight. You did a filter on it.
I probably got.
You put a filter on it. You didn't say it the exact same way I said it, because that's the exact same way you felt, right?
Listen to me. I probably got these numbers.
Yeah, you texted them.
This is just a scenario. Mm-hmm. If I'm at a bar, I meet a girl, I'll get her number. Mm-hmm. There's never been a time where I was at a bar and I seen a girl and I just went up to her like, yo, I just want to fuck. I don't want nothing else, blah, blah, blah. That has never happened.
Do you feel like getting a number?
Do I feel like getting a number? Yeah.
No. Do you feel like texting them and all that shit after you get a number? You got to communicate with them to get to their crib, but
do you gonna get me more pussy? So yeah, I'm gonna text them.
But that's the filter I'm talking about, bro. You put the you texting them. That's the filter that you use.
Gonna come over.
That's the filter.
The filter.
Yeah. That's
so
the
filter. If I'm telling them, come over so we can fuck, that's a filter? Why y'all stuck?
No. If you just saying that and nothing else prior to that, no other text prior to that, yes, that's raw, straight like it is.
But that's what I'm saying. You didn't let me finish talking. What I'm saying is, it's been a few times. I'm not going to even say multiple, but it has been a few times where we get a girl number and we exchange words. And I
you exchange words first, right?
Exchange words telling her that I want to fuck her.
What way? Just saying that I'm just trying to fuck.
That
9 times out of 10, the female is the one that be like, "What do you want? Like, what do you want out of this situation?"
You get to a point after you have a conversation that you don't feel like having.
Nah, because
I wouldn't say that though, bro, because that conversation had to happen.
It has to happen because that's the filter. That's what I'm talking about.
So her saying to me, "What do you want out of this situation?" And then I say, "I want to have sex with you. I don't want a relationship with you." That's a filter,
bro. At what point do you get to what do you want out of this? You have to ask them their name. You have to ask them like
no. The second that I get their number and I text them the next day, I'm not about to text them while we in a club. What the fuck? I'm gonna text them.
So if she don't have your number, then if she don't know your name, then it was already a filter.
Bro, what I'm saying is, I would go to the bar.
If you gave her your name,
I would get her number.
If y'all exchange names,
I'm just getting numbers without getting names.
If y'all exchange names, it's a filter.
So look, I'm gonna give y'all a prime example.
So.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. I was sitting at the bar, right? This was a couple years ago. I had a girl.
Alright, so I'm gonna just fucking clear the elephant in the room because I know y'all sick of our shit cutting off. To get more of what the fuck we talking about, to finish our conversations every time we go cutting off and shit, go subscribe to the Patreon. But
definitely gotta subscribe to the Patreon.
You feel me? It's only like $3, $5, $10, depending on the type of person you is. You feel me? If you want to ball out on Quellz SedItBest.
Check this out. You're gonna get your money back if you watch the show.
Straight like that. Cut that. We gonna start recording again. I ain't mean to do that. Hey, this all right. We expected more people to be here. But, alright, I'm going to ask it to you since you single. Do you flirt?
Yes, I
do. Do you flirt?
Not consciously. People say I flirt, but I don't.
How do they say you flirt?
Dot taught me this, actually. I called him before we had this conversation. But fucking, because I'm just talking to it. Like, I had conversations like this, and motherfuckers will talk to me, and it's like...
So you think that's flirting talking?
Yeah, I stole your whole topic. My fault. Huh?
You think talking is flirting?
To a certain extent. No.
Because I can tell you now, I was at
Walmart.
Walmart.
To a certain extent.
I was at Walmart, right?
Not just talking.
I was at Walmart, and I'm listening to Trey songs. So I'm in my groove, and the cashier told me to total, and I looked at her. But what was playing in my ears, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. She said I looked at her in a flirty way.
Yo, so I did a poll on our gram, and all girls said was pretty much fucking looking and smiling. That was the main senses of fucking what they said. They said other shit, but looking and smiling and laughing is the main ways of flirting.
Yeah, girls is weird when they flirt.
That's what
I feel like they don't know how to flirt. They make it weird.
I feel like there's a difference between flirting with somebody and coming at somebody. And I feel like a lot of men don't understand the difference between flirting with somebody and just straight out coming at them.
Do you flirt?
Flirting, yes. I think flirting is just giving hints that I'm a little interested. And then coming at them is just being boom, straight out, I'm trying to talk to you.
You flirt with niggas now?
I might. Say
Cut.
no, I don't.
I was about to cut the fucking camera.
That's that nigga Jerome she was texting.
I was about to say, you sick.
But how do you flirt?
How I used to flirt? Don't get me caught up. I guess it is kind of coming at. So yeah, I make jokes no matter what, so it's not really flirting, but I would make jokes to try to make that person laugh. I kind of bid on people I'm flirting with because I'm from Philly. That's just the way we do it.
So you'll make fun of somebody to flirt on?
Yeah,
flirt with them?
Yeah.
That's some Philly shit.
Say it out loud. What you had to say? Because I heard you were saying something about me, my brother.
No, it had nothing to do with it.
Me, when I flirt, I don't know. I look a bitch up and down, let her know I want her, and if she look at me at a certain way, then I'm going to approach.
Yeah, I do give girls a look. I stare them into their soul for real. Like when I like
That's a little creepy,
okay,
bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So that goes back to what the girl said.
No.
About staring.
But it's
looking at a female.
more to it though. That's what I'm saying.
I get that. What I'm saying is, he said girls are weird when you talked about the girl saying that the way men flirt is by looking at them. But
yeah.
I think that that's honest and that's true because let a girl look at you a certain way across from the bar, you gonna be like, oh, she want me. The way she looking at me right now, she basically telling me to come say something to her. See what I'm saying? If a girl if you could be in your section, bro, and she at the bar. If she's staring at me, like if I'm just partying, I just so happen to look at the bar and I catch eye contact with her, she want me.
That's what I'm saying. To staring into the soul, so, it's one of them jokes. I'm just looking at a girl in general, but if I look you directly in your eyes for more than 3 seconds.
So do females look the whole night? Like, if they interested in this guy, do they look like?
That's what I'm saying.
I wish we had how long do they look?
I think they do.
They do, right?
Yeah.
You feel like they just sitting there watching you see what the fuck you do.
Until you approach them. If you don't approach them, they gonna look all night. If you approach them, there's no reason for them to look anymore. They might not watch all night.
Do y'all look all night?
Because
I'm not gonna speak for all women.
Speak for you, motherfucker. Did you used to look all night? Do you look all night?
If I was interested in a man and I wanted to talk to them.
That's not the question when you flirting with somebody.
When I'm flirting with somebody, would I look at them all night?
Yeah.
I get a little disinterested. If you ain't interested, you ain't coming to me yet. I mean, I'm done. After like.
So we're gonna put in this scenario.
A certain amount of time, I'm done. I ain't done.
Imagine if a dime piece is sitting next to you, right? How are you going to make yourself interesting to that guy to catch his attention?
To make myself interesting in a guy.
Yeah, you got to catch our attention.
By looking at you. If you ain't interested, goodbye. And I'm done too.
What if he is interested, but it's somebody prettier than you sitting next to him?
Then go to her if you want her.
I wish we had more girls here to talk. I really do. I'm upset. Next shit, we definitely
got. How do you think? Like, how would you want a female to approach you if you know that's what you want?
Yeah, I've been approached by a girl before. That shit was
come on aggressive.
That shit was kind of cool.
I can't hold you. That shit I feel like they come on real aggressive,
and I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Use a hoe.
Hey, whatever the case may be, I like when they come on aggressive. That's what I was about to say. I'd rather
now
you say.
Now just reminisce.
My fault.
It's okay.
No. I'd rather you be straightforward with me. Like, if you a girl, especially, like, just tell me what the fuck you want. Don't just say it. Say something.
Going back to the last conversation.
Say something at least. I'll keep going if you say something to me.
So, going back to the last conversation, if a girl come up to you telling you she just want to fuck, you gonna go for that?
I gotta check.
You can't check nothing.
Yeah, I'm probably doing it. I'm probably doing it. I just ain't want to sound dirty on camera.
Look, bro.
Hey,
you going back to episode 2, Carfax?
Like, if she comes on to you and be like, I'm trying to get fucked tonight, how many guys you told this to?
That's what you think about?
Gay.
I ain't thinking about
Gay.
that. I ain't thinking about that.
I am.
Gay.
Maybe it's just me, but I feel like if you
I
come on to me too strong, I can't deal with you. Like,
see, so I guess the difference between me and you is I'm not worrying about how many guys you said that to because I already know you done said that to a couple niggas.
Now I just know you experienced.
Like, yeah.
Like, now I know you a pro.
You got, see, I don't know, like, I ain't been in no bars or clubs lately, but I do know that, like, it's 2021, bro. They see a nigga buy in a section and they buy 10 bottles. They saying that to that nigga. If you ain't buy 10 bottles and they say it to you too, it's just like, all right, come on. It ain't like.
But how can you go home with something like that?
It ain't
in
like
the car, on the bus, in an Uber, the walking.
I feel like it ain't like. See, you must be trying to hit these raw or something because
crazy.
I'm strapping it up, so it's like.
Even if you is strapping it up, it's just like I don't want to deal with that moral shit. Like,
okay,
I have morals.
I was about to say, so you have your morals, boy.
I got standards.
I got morals, bro.
So
like,
it depends on it depends on the way they look.
Morals. I feel like he's one of them people that
I don't got morals with that. I have morals, but not with that.
When a fat bitch come up to me like,
that's standards, dumbass.
Alright, cut the fat bitch out. If a pretty bitch come up to me like, I want to fuck tonight, bitch, you trying to set me up. There's something going on. This not just that.
Do you think you're not pretty enough or something? Like, I don't.
Not you pretty. Think you're not pretty enough?
Pretty, but like,
bro,
do you think you're not handsome enough?
Bro, I'm very pretty.
You're very handsome. That's what you mean to say.
No, I'm very pretty and I'm very handsome. So
okay.
I feel like if a bitch come up to me like on some shit like that, my first instinct is to be like,
it's ulterior.
What are you trying to do? What's your motive right now?
Okay.
Even if I'm single, even if I'm in a relationship, it's like, what's your goal here? Like, I feel like that's how I feel.
But
other niggas might be like.
But here's the thing, right?
All right, it's time to pay some bills on this web show. We'll be right back. If y'all want to find out where I get these cute ass gullies from, where I got this cute ass shirt from, make sure you go check out Rich Ain't Money. Go follow on Instagram, Rich Ain't Money. On Twitter, Rich Ain't Money. On everything, Rich Ain't Money. Because you know why? Tell them, Sed.
Rich ain't money, bro.
Straight like that.
You can be rich. That don't mean you have money.
No, that's not the way to go. Money does not make you rich. Happiness makes you rich. Love makes you rich. Melanin makes you rich. Shut the fuck up, dumbass. A lot of other shit. Alright, bro. So, what's y'all end goal with flirting? Do you just flirt for fun sometimes, or do you just like I'm flirting to fuck all my times? I'm flirting, to be honest. What's y'all end goal with flirting?
So like I said when you called me, what was that, like 2 nights ago or something like that?
Watch your face.
At Lincoln, I would flirt with ugly girls just to be funny, or
you better
just so they can know.
That's
cool. Just so they can know like who I am, right? Because
it was networking.
In my head it was networking. I need everybody on this campus to know who I am. So I would flirt with girls that I know for sure.
We was the same person, bro.
Fuck. Yeah.
We was the same people.
But that's what it is.
That's a shame.
Everybody got to know.
Nah, just in life, though. You do that.
Yeah, and you could take that to life, too.
Yeah.
You might flirt with a chick, and she might take it as
and that
you want me, but in all reality, I don't even want you. I just wanted you to know who I was.
Hey, I want you to hear me. Now that I'm a little on, and now that I explained it kind of networking, I completely agree. Sometimes I do flirt just to network.
Oh, shit.
And that makes sense. And it's not now.
Cheating.
Not now, but that makes sense.
That
makes sense. But I don't think that's cheating. So that was our next topic. Do you think flirting is cheating?
Do I think flirting is cheating?
Do you think flirting is cheating?
Bro, if you flirt, the end goal is to, if she's with it, if she's not, that you learn in the person if you flirt.
I just broke it down to you. Like sometimes it's like I literally just admitted on camera that I was wrong when I said it the other day, but it's networking sometimes. So
but what if they take it? What if they take it to the next step then?
Sometimes you can just dismiss it. That's up to you to keep it going.
You started it though.
Huh?
You started it, and if you started right,
mm-hmm.
Say, "Ooh, I like your eyes. I love your eyes."
Thank you.
Thank you. What's your number?
Can we not? I don't like that. But no, that's how I'm in it right there with the thank you. I feel like that's pretty much you.
What if she asks for your number after that?
I'm taking. I'm taking. I'm sorry to do that to you, but I'm taking.
Nobody's gonna do that. If you initiate the flirt,
no,
I have to finish
keep
the
it.
flirt.
Keep it all the way real with you. I would probably hit her with my girl like girl. So you gotta get my girl approval. What's your number?
I don't think
That was
so.
Patreon exclusive. we gonna blink that one out.
Okay, so
Back from the Patreon exclusive.
So there's ways of flirting, right? When you're a single man, you flirt one way. When you're in a relationship, I feel like you have to control the way that you flirt, right? So, quick scenario: you could be at the grocery store, like the situation that you had, Sed. You at the counter, she rang all your shit up, and she peeped that you looking at her. Yeah, I do think you're pretty, but you know, I want to know, especially in 2021, what's your Instagram? We can keep it at that. You get her Instagram. Why? Because you have a podcast. You want her to see that you have a podcast. You didn't want her number to text her. You didn't want her number to call her.
And nigga filtering shit without knowing he filtering shit again. That's smooth though. Go
Contradiction.
Go ahead, Mr.
Keep going.
Mr. Filter.
Mr. Filter Savage. Savage Filter.
You wanted her to know that you had a podcast without texting her that you had a podcast or without calling her that you had a podcast. Or you could have just fucking said it right there at the fucking grocery line. I got a podcast. Follow me on X, Y, and Z. And it's that. That's a way of flirting. Honestly. It's a way of flirting. And the only reason that made it a way of flirting is because of the way that you looked at her, because she's the one that noticed the way you looked at her. So it adds up. Like I said, it's different ways to flirt.
So flirting got to be a two-way street. It's not just a one-way street. You can't just flirt with somebody without them flirting back.
No,
that's impossible.
It can be a one-way street because, like I said, you wasn't flirting with that girl. You was just looking at her. Like I said, we going to the grocery store scenario. In your head, you was probably networking. In her head, this man looking at me all like he want me.
No, but my situation was I was listening to Trey songs. And this girl was unattractive to me.
Exactly.
But the way I looked at her,
it was like she was flirting. Right or wrong. So that's the point that I'm making. He wasn't flirting with that girl. The motherfucker listening to Trey songs. Fucking song probably about sex. All
I'm in my bag.
Right. So he just looked at her and she's just like, oh damn, he want me. Whole time, no, sweetheart, yeah, I got a podcast. Yeah, I want you to follow me on Instagram. So
I told that motherfucker to ring me up and keep it moving. Like, she was that unattractive. I'm like,
no, sweetheart, this ain't that. Just bag of my shit.
But maybe her way of flirting with me, her way of flirting for her was not the same for me. It was like I looked at you a certain way. You thought that, but that's not what it was.
Exactly. And that's why I said it all really comes down to what they thinking in their head. Quellz is about to light one of his treads on fire.
The locks. Don't disrespect them.
I'm safe.
It's called the locks.
I'm safe. I lowered the lighter. We good. But we appreciate y'all for watching. We would like to thank y'all for watching.
Give me that Dutch, bro.
Make sure every time you watch, you like, you subscribe, you follow us on Instagram. You can tell he's not Jamaican, but thank y'all for watching.
Smoke. Thank y'all for watching today's episode. We're gonna go into the next.
You can add that said thank y'all for watching because he just on some shit right now.
Thank y'all for watching today, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all riding with us. So.
Thank y'all motherfuckers for watching. Go like, go subscribe, go follow us on everything at QuellzSedItBest. Go follow us on Patreon at the QuellzSedItBest Show. Go follow me.
Make sure you put the though.
Yeah, make sure you put the duh. We fucked up a little bit. Go follow me at WTF is it Quellz. Go follow I Said It Best.
Is it underscore at the end?
Dumbass nigga. Thank y'all for watching.